Hello, we're at the Shoe Heel in Doncaster. We've had 2 pairs of triggers sent in and they want stretching. And our customer says, can you stretch them in the toe box? He sent me a detailed description of where he wants stretching. Now, stretching is a little bit general. We generally stretch them in certain areas. You know, if you have a bunion, then yes, we can stretch with the bunion with a little adapter that goes on. This is a stretching last and come on, out of there. Like that, and we have little bunion attachments that go onto certain places. You know, we've done videos about stretching before, but this video, not about stretching. 2 pair coming for stretching. This pair here, and I'm looking at this and I'm trying to get the last inside it to stretch it. Size 6.5 it says inside at first glance. At first glance it says 6.5 inside. I wasn't convinced it was a 6.5. You do know with your triggers 6.5 inside is size 6 fitting 5. Fitting 5 being your width, so 6.5 on the inside of there. So we're having a look inside. The way you can always check if you're bothered and you want to go this far is it's printed on the insole of the trigger. So we get inside and we pull this here out, the insock out, which will stick back in beautifully, and then we peel the heel pad out that goes underneath there, and then there is the size. Okay, so it's telling us a double four last, and it's a size 6.5. 6.5, which should be size 6 fitting 5, because here's a trigger, an Ilkley, and if we pull the insock out of this one here, it peels up quite nicely, and then we take the pad up on there. 444 6.5. Okay, so inside this Ilkley, it sort of says, I don't know if you can see that, 6.5. It's blurred a little bit, and it's a 0.5 fitting 5, but it doesn't say anything about the fitting on the insock. Whereas this shoe says 444 0.5, which should be fitting 5. But when you look at the writing on the side, Rob's noticed it says, I thought it said 6.5, and it says 6 1/1. What the hell's 1/1? One of. So is it saying it's a size 6 and they shouldn't have scribbled anything on there? But it's exactly the same on the other one. It says 6 1/1.5. So I don't know what's gone on. I don't know if that 444 6.5 refers to how we always size up triggers. It's a size 6 fitting 5 and somebody's wrote it wrong on the inside, or if that is actually how they're doing it nowadays, because there's slightly different print. If you look inside there, look, slightly different print if they're actually doing it, and that is a 6.5. So what I did is I got my tape measure, which I've now lost. I got my tape measure, here it is, and it's got a flattened end inside, and I measured inside the bottom of there, and I measured inside the bottom of the Ilkley, which is a fitting 5. And there is about 3mm difference making this smaller, 3mm. Something that you should check. A lot of the time we're seeing people buying triggers second-hand and they're being advertised as size whatever and a half because it says size 7.5. And people presume that's 7.5, and it isn't. It's size 7 fitting 5. If it's a half size, it will be 1/2. You know, the old way of doing half. So anyway, just keep an eye on that. Be very careful when you're ordering shoes secondhand. And I don't know where these are from. Definitely not secondhand because they're like brand new, but they might be from somebody's clearance site. And we're going to check the others out just to see what the insock says underneath those. Okay, we're back. We're back. Having pulled loads of insocks out, we're back. His other pair, Julian's other pair, say 6.5, 4 in them. And, you know, I can just about get my foot into that. I can definitely get this 6.5 Ilkley on. I can't get anywhere near getting my foot into that. I'm obviously, you know, I'm a bigger size than these, but without, you know, using a shoe on, without doing any damage, just to get your foot to get a feel. You know, it's super tight in here. but can't even get my foot into that. Super tight in here. So, you know, anyway, we've gone to some other shoes now, and we've got 8.5, 8.5, double four. Guess what it says in there? It says double four, 8.5. So they're not putting the width in there as a 5. So this is stamped correctly as a 6.5, being a 6.5. To double check that, I took a size 9, and that's a double four, size 9 with no 0.5 indicating the width or the size. God, you know what? This is just gonna...
Are we confused? Yeah?
Are we confused? No. Yeah, we're confused. No, we're not confused. Sometimes, you know, handmade shoes. This is a little bit snug for a 6.5. Why it's wrote 1/1 inside? It's just been miswritten in there. I'll put all these back together. Look at that. These are our special MTOs. Beautiful, aren't they? Gorgeous with the Ridgeway sole. I'll get a little bit of a plug in there, so this video is not completely useless. And I know we're going to get comments saying, I'm more confused than ever. But watch the video 2 or 3 times and you will sort of get that, you know, it's it's a crap video. Yeah, God's sake, end it there. Please, end it, stop it.